Peace and prosperity. Being to all who's listening and watching, it's your girl LaShaWright, and I'm back with another video. And guys, I want to tell you about the Spark delivery driving services and how long I've used it and my experience so far. And I'll keep you updated with the rest and what I've learned from doing maybe like 8 deliveries in all. I learned from every drop off, every experience and encounter with customers and different people. Spark delivery service for me right now, since I'm just beginning, I don't know if it's beneficial or not. Now, any extra cash is good, given that they give you a card called the branch, and you pretty much can leave your money on there. And if you're someone who struggles with saving or anything like that, now what I do know is I think it charges a lot more than ATMs to send your money from branch to your bank. So this is why I say it's better to leave the money on the account. I've only made about $50, and that's because I've been switching vehicles and I really haven't had the time to focus on that. So now I'm going to be doing more drop-offs. What I did learn was when you accept the order, some orders start, okay, say an order starts at 1:30, but on your clock and the time right now, it's 12:45 or 12:50. Well, you gotta wait till 1:30 to arrive at the Walmart in order to pick it up. But you can't drop it off till 1:45. And then if you get a batch order, that order may be limited till almost 2. See, it's kind of like they stretch out the times on dropping off the orders. You do get paid, it seems like minimum wage to me, because like it tells you like a price, and you can accept that price if the price is high or low. Sometimes it's $9, sometimes it's $8, sometimes it's $12. I've not seen any lower, never seen any $5 or anything like that. It's always 8, 9, 10, 12 and up. They do a lot of bonus things, like if you do 6 orders today, maybe you'll get extra $40, $60. They have a lot of bonuses, and today was Monday, and I did it on a day that was not very productive, so I'm gonna try it again on some days that are, and see how much more money I make compared to before. Today I did a trip of 5 deliveries. What I learned was when people, like the Walmart people who put their groceries inside, they need to be mindful. You need to make sure that you tell them to separate the bread from soft things. Like they put, sometimes they put heavy stuff on top of people's bread, or they don't think about, hey, well, this may spin around and someone's trunk and smush it. I mean, I get it, they're doing all this work to bring groceries to the vehicles to fill it up, and I wouldn't say it's a lot to think about, but when you think about bread and you put it with Cokes and you put it with ice cream and you put it with like big gallons of water and things like that, and a lot of bottled waters and things like that, you don't put things like pizza, bacon, breads, bananas, fruits, things that can mess up and become damaged. You don't put that stuff all together, simply because you don't want, by the time you arrive to the destination, the condition of the bread and the food may be ruined. And then now, if they do not like it or they complain about your drop off, see, it don't even have to be you. It can be the person who loaded the food, like I know a person who does spark delivery as well. She said that there was a container of pops um, in the back of her trunk. It was leaking when she arrived to the house, meaning therefore if it was leaking in the trunk, it was leaking before it got in there. I mean, I'm not sure what bump she hit, but it's really, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's rare that you can do that. So I'll just say you got to be mindful of letting them know to separate the breads and stuff like that. But also, like if you got big deliveries, separate. If you do batch orders like I do batch orders. I do 2 orders at one time because it's a lot more to do. If you're somebody who's waiting on order after order, it gets boring because sometimes there's like really long waiting periods of order waiting, especially on days that are not very busy. So those batch orders, I usually tell them put the smallest one up front and the biggest one in the back. That's a lot easier for me. My biggest thing, I always send out a text message. See, they have these random text messages on Messenger. It says your Spark delivery groceries are here or something like that, and or it says something like your delivery has arrived. I click the one that says your stuff has arrived, and sometimes it depends on where it's like apartment complexes. So much work, guys. It's so much work. Walking upstairs, especially if somebody has like 69 items of groceries, you have to walk up 2 or 3 flights of stairs just to get it up there to them. Drop it at the door, and the biggest thing is you have to make sure that you take a picture of the door every time you finish the delivery. You can take a picture of the groceries at the door. You can take a picture. I take a picture of the door sometimes because the customer either I'm helping them get the groceries in there, or I'm leaving the groceries at the door. But I don't leave people's houses until I actually see somebody come out and get their groceries. That's just me, but I'm really concerned about that. I've heard a few things about people delivering people's groceries and not dropping them off. So I don't want to be that individual, and I think you being rated as a driver, as your customer service and everything like that, like how better you do as a person, as an individual, is very important. And you got to work on your customer service skills, all that. You got to communicate with the customer. I know it says leave it at the door and ring the doorbell or something, but my best suggestion is make sure that you wait till they get their groceries. Yes, knock or ring the doorbell. Yes, place them at the door. But make sure you wait to see if somebody comes out to get them, because you don't want people's groceries sitting out there getting eaten up by ants or someone to come steal it. Now, there's some really sketchy places that you'll drop off groceries at. I've been to a few. There's 2 places I went to that was kind of sketchy, and homes kind of look abandoned. Now, mind you, houses are hard to rebuild or whatever, but these places were pretty sketchy. I really didn't think I was at the right place, but I was. I mean, it obviously said the address. This is why I take a picture of the door and the number of things, so that I can make sure that they know that I'm in the right and exact location that I'm supposed to be, no matter how sketchy it looks. But yeah, even the sketchy places do exist. There's a lot of beautiful homes. For anybody who's looking to buy a home or haven't seemed to find one, I mean, I think Spark Delivery Service would be great for you to be able to see what is really out there and get to see what kind of homes, houses, places that you can possibly live. If you're struggling to find somewhere else to live, this is definitely something that's going to have you going places that you've never seen before. Back roads, dirt roads, side roads, apartment complexes. Doesn't really matter. You're going there. If you're doing grocery delivery service, you have elders. Most people I've dropped off for are elders or young women, young men, but mostly elders and people who may have caught COVID, and they can't get out, so they probably stay inside the door for that specific reason. So this is my review. I think it's probably worth it, but I have to test it out a little bit longer. So that's my thing. But I hope you guys like this video and check out for more.